We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Washington Redskins. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Watch you now, Barney! Barney!
Tight end right, tight end right!
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were
Protect
able to come
yourself,
through with a
baby.
slashing run.
Well, to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they
Double
continue
tight,
to create
double
running
tight.
lanes out of passing sets? And if so,
Even.
it's going to be a long
Coming! Coming!
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Boy, he does it at a high level,
Get
doesn't
out.
he? Because when I watch him, I
Easy.
think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Gun! First and 10 at the 38.
Hey, boys, we got 4.
Detroit! Detroit!
Takes this up right near the 45-yard
Here they come,
line.
here they come, here they come!
7 yards
Hot!
on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Let's run, fellas, let's run!
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid
So you
gain.
got?
The disadvantage of blitzing often
Go,
alters the normal spacing and run fits, and there's creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Oh, yeah!
They'll look to throw. On the crossing route, it's Young. A very solid gain of 27.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy!
Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arms saying, I'm wide open. They found him.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms because some guys, right off the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, those guys throw the one arm up.
Gun!
In this
Gun!
case, he was so
Double
wide
tight.
open that he was frantically trying to get his
Watch you now,
attention to make
Barney!
sure he got
Barney!
the football. Had too much time to think.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, boy, I know you felt that one. I know you felt that one. Break! Got double tight! Double tight!
As he's taken down right around the 26.
3 down!
One thing
3
to keep
down!
in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter
Tight
gains
ends
turn
Ringo!
into bigger
Tight ends on
runs
the
later.
Ringo! Tight ends on the Ringo!
Now let's go! 319! 319!
Hot, hot, hot! Hot, hot,
That's
hot!
Young. 12 yards there as they keep this
Watch
drive
Mike!
rolling.
Watch
It's
Mike!
another first
Outside's
down.
coming! Outside's
They're
coming!
piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in
Hey,
with
hey,
the,
tight
in
end's
the
right. Watch
production
tight
meeting
end.
with them.
Detroit!
We talked about
Detroit!
this, and, hey, you know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
A solid
Run
run
to the
on
ball.
first down.
Run to
Gain
the
of
ball.
7
Run,
leaves them with a
run.
2nd and 3. The impressive opening
You
drive
got him.
continues
You
and just
got him.
space being
You
created by
got him.
those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Strong right, strong right, strong right. 3 down.
Black 99 Philly, here we go. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Woo!
Jordan
I know you feel
Reed,
that.
His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins take the ball. This one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Two tights.
Hey, guys, check me out, check me out.
This is Joe Mixon, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey!
He's going to air one out. And got his man complete. There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Devontae Adams, 77 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now McManus on to kick this one off. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very
All
obvious.
right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Check. 3 down.
Room here to run.
Run!
Going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone.
That's all they want. Here we go.
Nice catch. Touchdown. Nice catch, offense. Good job, offense.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good. Looking
Gun!
And let's think about
Hey,
every
Here we go now.
Hot. Is win your division. The biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible
coming,
to try
double
to
up.
secure home field for the wild card. And he's going to be met at the line of of scrimmage and
Yo
taken
trip
down.
is here, baby. Yo
Bringing him
trip
down
is
there,
here.
Jonathan Allen. And he got off the end.
All right, now,
very
lucky
quickly to
56.
make that
Lucky
play.
It was
56.
almost like the bullet train,
right,
wasn't
tight
it?
right.
I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick.
Four
And
down.
Ah!
Number 5. That's number
Caught by
5.
Nelson left side. And a loose football into the Redskins' head.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming
we
again.
have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Right.
From the
He's
34
tight right here. He's tight on the
now,
right. Tight on the right.
here's 1st and 10. About 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
I call that play a success.
Right.
A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second
Here
down.
comes the
A very
boom.
solid gain on that play.
I see you. Mike, 48.
Ah!
Let's get in there. Let's get in
One
there.
of the few times here today, this run's not going to go
Hot.
anywhere.
Hot,
The
hot, hot,
All-Pro
hot,
Von
hot,
Miller
hot.
there on the tackle.
And there's a nice stop for the defense.
He wasn't
They've had a
ready.
tough
He
time
wasn't
containing
ready.
this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit.
Detroit!
off of that play,
Detroit!
a little bit of confidence, a little
Tight
bit of
end's right.
momentum.
Watch tight. Tight end's
every now
right.
and then you can actually tackle.
Hey. You got 3. You got 3. 3 down. 3 down.
Complete. It's Young. And he takes this one down almost all the
We got
way
4.
to the
We got 4
30.
down. 4 down.
Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play
Double
changes
tight,
the
guys, double
complexion
tight.
of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
3 down.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Hey. We got 4. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 4 down. Check. 4 down. 4 down.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So they'll come
Double
up
tight,
after the
double tight.
incompletion for 2nd down.
We got 3. 3 down. Right.
Able to push his way forward here for a good little gain.
Last stop.
Sua
Last
Craven's up
stop.
to make the stop. Getting the sense Charles are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
3 down.
And he's going to be taken down.
You see
back
me?
around the
You see me?
35-yard line.
They can't
Von
stop me out
Miller
here.
In there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And Hopkins' kick is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the pace.
Double tight. We got
And he's taken down.
Come on now.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out
Sack,
rush like
sack.
that,
We got him.
I
We
foul
got
it
him.
away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something. here.
Gun,
17
gun!
yards
Gun,
to go on
gun!
2nd down.
Even. 4 down. Even.
Being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half. You know?
Detroit! Detroit!
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Gun! 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 Gun!
And the Redskins do get
that's what
to
I'm
him.
talking
He
about.
goes down for a sack. Jonathan Allen in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be fourth down. They are, however, facing... So on fourth down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And fortunate to get points on the board last time.
Leopard!
Really
Leopard!
to do so.
Kill.
No. Check. Patriot! Patriot!
So good and so skilled. And hit
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Almost starting to take them for granted. And we They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A very solid gain of 27.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
It's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. And he stopped immediately there.
Right there.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Tight on this side, boys. Tight on the left. Tight on the left. Move.
He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Run.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers,
baby.
especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Redskins on
Leopard!
third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3
Tight to the
thus
right,
far.
boy. Tight to the right.
This is third
Move.
and 7.
Blitz!
Around the waist and push down.
Hot.
Shaquille Barrett in there to get him for
That's
a
what I'm
loss of
talking
9,
about.
and that'll lead to fourth down. Last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple of first.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Boom!
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to
baby.
the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey.
Hurry up! Here we go!
You don't want no problems. You don't want no problems with me.
The 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The goal for any offense versus
I
his
got
own
one.
defense, find the holes where guys
Hurry
are
up! Here we go!
available.
Please!
Set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Perfectly executed crossing route, and that is incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Two tights. 4 down.
Buying time to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. third down, a nickel formation.
Gun!
Defensively.
Gun!
Tight end right, tight end right.
And that one drops incomplete. Hot. Popped as he was throwing it.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? He's trying to force it on third down. Exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So out now come the Redskins. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
Leverage.
big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is,
Double tight, guys, double
give
tight.
us an opportunity.
Gun!
Gun!
Space
for our runners, and let's
Hot.
Gets this to the 24 for
Let's
a gain
go.
of 4.
Come on, run to
When
the
we see
ball.
those
We
runs
got
to
a
the
runner.
perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big
Yeah,
breakers,
baby.
don't we? In this case, it was a
Yeah.
modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Under 4 to go now as the clock
Tight ends
runs
Ringo.
and they come
Tight ends
up
on the
on
Ringo.
second
Tight
down.
ends on the Ringo.
Maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had
I'm
his
gonna
way
hit
in
you
this one,
all
but this time
day,
they get
baby.
him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. The Redskins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far.
Detroit!
This is
Detroit!
3rd and 7.
Hey, guys, check me out. We got 3 down.
Hurry up, here we go!
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And Denver getting set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back.
All right, now, lucky 56.
They want some
Lucky
big plays.
56.
They want to see some
Strong
offense.
right.
They want to see
Strong
somebody
right.
break
Strong
away,
right.
whether it's through the air or on the
Check. 3 down.
Each head coach, when you hang
Blitz,
in
blitz,
there and not
blitz,
try and
blitz,
force something,
blitz.
they can put your team in some jeopardy.
A really nice
Yeah,
gain
baby.
of 25
Boom.
yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz and were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel
Double
of
tight.
a quarterback in control.
Watch you now, Barney. Barney.
The right protection.
Safe.
And deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
And he'll be
That's
taken
it,
down
baby.
at the
That's it.
44-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Detroit!
Able to use the
Detroit!
size to break off much more yards.
All right, here we go.
Away. The left side completion to Jones. And they do get him down,
That's it,
but not
baby.
before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A gain of 39 that time. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Hey.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense.
Gun!
Here before we get to halftime.
Gun!
3 down.
Mixon on the touchdown. And he is into
Baby!
the end zone
Get
for
him,
a
boys!
Denver touchdown.
Get him, boys!
A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to
Detroit! Detroit!
have it end up in the end zone.
Come on.
He's going to fire one deep left side, and he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive it.
Kill.
Got some breathing room. 17 yards
coming.
on the pick up there. The drive will continue. It's a first
Run!
down.
The leg,
We both
get
know
there,
it's
get there.
difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air,
Woo,
on the ground,
yeah,
they move the ball
baby.
with relative ease.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Four down.
Left side by Hilton.
Yeah, baby.
I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him
Watch
before
tight.
he get a
Tight
good
ends
head of
right.
steam going.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Four down.
No. Check. Patriot!
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
This is an example of breaking down defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack. And guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Double tight. We got three. Three down.
They'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He'll get 2 out of that run.
Oh,
It's going to bring up a second and
yeah!
goal.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Second and goal
Double
from
tight.
the 1.
Three down. Crash.
Take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Run.
Darius Geis with another
Oh,
touchdown.
yeah.
Number 20. They're going to add on to their lead. And he's got it up and through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And Denver getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong...
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Decision here.
It's a loss of a
That's
yard
where you
there,
belong.
and now second down.
Gun!
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Gun!
Crash.
They're
coming.
To get up
They're
here
coming.
to the 26. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on third.
Gun! Hurry up, here we go.
It's caught. Jones. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches reaches the 27. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside
Detroit!
the 30 now,
Detroit!
first and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Here they come, here they come, here they come.
Driven into the turf. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go.
Hot, hot, hot. Hot, hot, hot. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Outside coming. Outside coming.
Closing stages of the first half.
Hey, let's go. Interception all day, baby. Let's get this. Pick.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10.
Three down, three down.
That will lead us to the end of the first half of play.
Get there, get there, get there, get there.
Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go.
Yeah, baby. Woo!
So we've reached halftime here in D.C. in our nation's capital with a home team, the Redskins, on top. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't
want it. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Woo! Let's get it.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Gun!
Feels like
Gun!
Stars at the tight end position than were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glaring position because of the ways they can hold the defense and guys close to the line of scrimmage that can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Three down, three down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down.
Run, 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 run!
Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he
Crash,
well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Gun!
I'm surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way short yardage, football more times than not.
Baby,
That was
boom!
a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And
Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Double tight, double tight. 4 down, 4 down.
Gun!
Throw left side. It's Jones.
That's
And
it,
he'll be a
baby.
couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
I always laugh when people say,
Gun!
I'm like any of them.
Tight end
Especially
right,
if it's a
tight end
good
right.
receiver. That makes things very difficult. Defenders using guys almost as screens in order to get open. That makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They get time out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Tight end's on the Ringo.
Hurry up, here we go!
We got 3 down. We got to stand up.
Forced out to his left. And this is
Blitz,
caught for
blitz,
Bronco
blitz.
touchdown. Deshaun
Hot.
Hamilton, his
Hot,
second
hot, hot,
touchdown
hot, hot,
of the season. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. McManus's point after is good. And that will shave one more off this lead. Now McManus on to kick this one off. So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
Double tight.
Detroit! Detroit!
Yes.
Revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but
Blitz!
this time they get him behind the line.
Blitz!
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second
We got 3.
down.
3 down. 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 3 down. 3 down.
It's complete. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
That's how you do it. That's right.
And feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline,
Strong
the
right.
friend there.
Strong
No
right.
doubt about
Strong
it.
right.
Ball goes
Watch it
on
now,
the
Barney,
sideline,
Barney.
able to retain possession,
Hey.
no turn.
Take 4, take 4!
Over the middle. That's Young.
Here comes the blitz.
Touchdown.
Come on now.
Washington. A big
Crash,
play
crash,
there.
crash, crash,
His 4th
crash.
touchdown on the year. And the Redskins
Touchdown.
find a way to stretch their lead.
Touchdown.
Hey, touchdown. Wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all.
That's
You
what I'm
got it
talking about,
down
baby.
pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
And coming out now, the Broncos. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're
Double
exactly
tight,
right,
double
partner.
tight.
They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first
Hey.
touchdown. Defense while they continue to score on offense.
4
That's
yards
it,
on the
baby.
pickup
That's
there,
it.
and it'll be
That's
second
it.
down.
Big hit.
First half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing.
double
But with
tight.
a guy like
Double
him,
tight.
you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches.
No.
for-
Blitz.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come.
All right,
up
now,
on
lucky
third
56!
down.
Lucky 56!
We got 3.
Set! Blue 90!
Hot.
Cooper. And he'll be
Okay,
taken
Paul,
down,
we got
but
4.
not
We got
before
4.
they work it
Let's go,
across
fellas. We got 4 down.
midfield.
Let's go.
A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
Man left. 3 down.
No. Check. Patriot! Patriot!
Hey. Watch out.
Throw complete to Adams. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Hot.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
You ready?
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain.
Blitz,
Tackled
blitz,
there by
blitz,
Monte
blitz,
Nicholson.
blitz.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the
I
urgency
got
here.
him.
They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run
Lay
up a bunch
down.
more plays.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A good pickup there, a 22.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit,
Nice
boy.
job. Nice patience right there. Put him on the
Leopard!
right side,
Leopard!
let him work his way across,
SOS,
put the ball in
SOS.
his hands, and let him work his way
SOS,
upfield with a catch.
SOS, SOS.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Oh, boy, I know you felt that one.
Royce
I know you
Freeman,
felt
his
that one.
fourth touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have cut it to oh, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And here come the Redskins now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive. It's a quick first down.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there. We see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to
4
carry
down.
the ball.
25, check 25,
He knows the offensive
check
line's
25.
going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off
Blitz, they
runs.
coming.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a
Run,
quick hitter
run,
inside,
run.
but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping,
Woo!
those big defensive
You got
linemen
him.
will take the
You
bait
got
and
him.
move
You
laterally
got him.
and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Right.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Right, tight on the right.
No. Check. Patriot.
3, fellas, we got 3. Kill. Hey, turn it out.
Complete. And he'll
Watch
be
the
taken
edge.
down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Woo!
It's a pickup of
I know you
16
feel
there,
that.
and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Under a minute to go in this
Double
third
tight, guys,
quarter
double
as they
tight.
come up first.
All right,
and
now, lucky
10.
56. Lucky 56.
Watch 48. Watch 48. Dude. Crash.
Complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic.
All right, now,
guys
lucky
in the league.
56. Lucky
So even though he
56.
caught it, couldn't
Watch
turn
tight.
it into
Tight
much
end's
more.
right.
That
Watch
first
tight.
down
Tight end's
completion
right.
only netted him 3.
Over.
Check
And
3.
he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4
It's
to
run.
go.
It's run. They run it. Your trip ends here, baby. Your trip ends here.
Back now at FedEx Field. The Redskins on third
Detroit!
down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6.
Watch
to
that
this
Detroit!
point. This is
Detroit!
3rd and 4.
3 down.
It's brought in by Jackson. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it.
Hey, we got
So
3
it's
down,
not
3
that
down.
With the running back. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard
Come on,
line.
run.
2 yards on
Bring
the
him back,
pickup
bring him back.
there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Offensively,
Easy
with
work.
the lead,
It's
you
easy
want to
work,
run the
and it's
ball,
coming
keep the
again.
clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time...
Four down. Alert 86! Alert 86!
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line.
Run!
Good work to pick up 7 yards there.
Here
That
comes
gets
the
him into a
boom! I
3-and-1
see you, boy!
situation.
I see you!
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager.
Detroit!
To
Detroit!
tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming
Four
up
down! Crash down! Crash!
Escaping the pressure right.
They're coming!
And
They're
probably
coming!
the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. So the Broncos coming out now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what
Detroit!
it's like now on the
Detroit!
sideline, because when you score a
Tight end to the
touchdown,
right,
you have to
boy,
go
tight
over and
end to
look
the
at the
right.
tablet and see
Move.
what you did on the last drive. When you scored points,
3 down, 3
it's
down.
a whole lot better view than when you're trying to...
Switch!
And not a whole lot doing there. So he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down.
He wasn't ready.
It'll set up
He
a
wasn't
2nd
ready.
and 7.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's 2nd and
Watch
7
left.
now
Watch
from
left.
the 28.
Pick it up! Pick it up! Pick it up!
He's got a man. That's
Hey,
Jones.
we got 4.
And
We got
he's
4
able to
down.
get
4
out to
down.
the 32, brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
4 down. Check. 4 down. Wide.
Pick it up.
Run. They run
And
it.
they'll get it up just short of the 45
Hey,
at the
hey.
44.
We got 4.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise.
Single,
Defense has
slot.
the lead.
Hey, you're on an...
All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
Who's on 85? Come on, baby.
Ah!
Here we go.
Dumps it off to the and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field.
Here they come. Hot.
He lost 4 there, and it's
Blitz.
3rd down.
Blitz. Woo!
Possibly a turning point. Big play
baby.
coming. This is 3rd and long.
Gun! All right, here we go.
He's going to be wrapped up
Watch the
and
run.
driven down.
They're running it.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is
Hot.
absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this
Watch
pass
Mike.
rush.
Watch
It's been
Mike.
demonstrated time and time
Outside's
again.
coming. Boom. That's how we do it, baby.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go.
Gun!
On the Ringo.
All right, here we go. Green!
Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, That's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Double tight. Double tight.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there.
Right. Get it.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
Detroit!
Right now, here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the ball back and try to score yourself.
Oh, you got
but
deep?
now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
25. Check 25. Crash.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Baby.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this from 37. The drive will wind up yielding 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the
All right, here we go.
Last time on offense,
You don't want no problems.
You
don't want no problems with me.
You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself,
Gun!
How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come
Here we go
with.
now.
We'll see if they die. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for the Broncos' first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Gun!
Watch the screen.
TJ and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard
Pick,
line.
baby. You see it all day.
Well,
Pick.
they needed the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either.
That's
This is
the
a great play
takeaway.
here defensively,
Now
Brandon,
that's the
and at a time
takeaway.
that they sorely needed
That's
one.
how they
And
do
that
it.
could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
Watch you now, Barney!
Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we're going to mic the 48.
Let's bring it.
To the 32,
Let's go,
maybe
let's
the
bring it.
31,
Let's
and
bring
the
it.
defense rallies quickly after the nice move.
Here comes the blitz.
2 yards on the carry there.
come
It'll
on
be
now.
2nd down. This, in all probability, another
Run,
run here on 2nd and 8.
Gun!
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain.
I'm going to hit you
5
all
yards on
day,
the pickup,
baby.
and that'll bring up a 3rd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball,
nowhere.
continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right?
Let's
Make
go.
sure
Mike 53.
game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run.
Ball,
Just make sure you
ball.
hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Crash.
3-yard gain and enough for the
Crash.
1st down.
Run.
Gun!
Time to go night.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Gun!
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Washington, they keep...